All right, it's all about car news today. Toyota, Lexus, Ford. Tech expert startup advisor Hillel Fuld back in town with more tech news. We've missed you. It hasn't been the same without you.
I was just going to ask, did you miss me?
I did miss you, and especially your preppy. You're like, we don't have anyone preppy. No, we did miss you very, very much. So welcome back. How is it to be back?
It's great.
And I'm liking the beard with the...
wow, we can talk about it.
You have to go away more often. All right, so let's talk about this Facebook news feed. We started reporting on it. Yeah. It's like affected the whole stock, too.
Everybody's talking about it. Yeah, that's for sure. But the reality is that even on a personal level, this is an interesting kind of next move for Facebook, because their goal really was to surface the best content. And now they're literally shifting goals to bring it back to what it was, which is connecting people and kind of bringing you the ability to connect with friends and circles, etc., and a social network, what it should be. What this means
for the name of the movie, I mean.
What it means for businesses is not great. A lot of people say there's hysteria and it's unjustified. I'm not so sure it's unjustified, to be honest with you. And that means that you're going to be seeing a lot less business pages in your feed. I personally was considering transitioning away from a personal page to a business page years ago. If I had done that today, I'd be getting a lot less traffic on Facebook now, because they're basically, their algorithm is going to now favor your personal updates. And
so what does that mean? So when you're looking at the feed, even if like a business post came a minute ago, it'll automatically kind of be at the bottom of like your feed on my wall.
Well,
like
Facebook's been doing that for a long time. It's an algorithmic feed. Instagram actually implemented the same thing recently. It's no longer you just posted so it shows up. It's based on popularity, based on relevance, etc. That's already something they've been doing, but now they're actually demoting business pages, which is a big deal for businesses. It means they're going to get less traffic.
But it's also risky. I mean, I guess it's a commendable risk they're willing to take. I imagine, you know,
depends on your priorities.
They were going to lose business clients, right?
Correct, and it also depends on prioritization. But you know, when you say lose business, where are they going to go?
Right.
I mean, we're talking market 2 billion users. There's not many other alternatives out there. The reality is, though, it's for businesses, for publications, for journalists, for any business that has a business page. It was already difficult to stand out. It's already difficult to get traction on your business page, because anybody that sees your content is the people that already liked your page. And if they didn't like it, they won't see it. So how do you even increase that in the first place? That was already difficult. Now it's going to become even more difficult. And a lot of businesses are, like I said, hysterical about it. We'll see what happens, but the reality is, as a consumer,
how it kind of filters down.
As a consumer,
I'm happy
it's a good thing.
with it. I mean, I use it for that reason. Yeah, I put on my interviews, but I'm annoyed when I'm seeing like promotional.
Too many ads.
All right, so what's this Carplay, Toyota, and Lexus?
This is a big deal because, you know, obviously Android has market dominance. They're killing Apple in numbers. We look just at pure numbers, but what the old Apple used to do, think about Steve Jobs. What did he do? He kind of took over the music industry with iTunes and said, forget selling albums, sell just a song. And that's the way they kind of expanded into other markets. And now that's what they're doing really in the car industry by saying, when Toyota, you know, and Lexus take over and say, we're going to now adopt Carplay, Apple's solution, and not Google's solution, it's like a big stamp of kind of validation that Apple is the relevant platform here. And that means that it's another reason to buy an iPhone over Android. If my car supports iPhone, it doesn't support Android, it's a pretty big deal. And again, Toyota, Lexus, these are pretty mainstream brands. So when they adopt Apple over Android, it's a big statement.
It's a big, huge statement. Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, we got millions of people with smart speakers. I guess a big holiday season for this.
Do you have a smart speaker at home?
I do.
You do? 1, 2,
I mean, not the Alexa. I have a wireless speaker. Does that count?
No. Is it connected to the internet?
No, I don't.
So it's not a smart speaker. So I have
a wireless speaker.
Okay, it's kind of smart. Semi-smart. So I have an Amazon Alexa.
So I bought it at the Apple store.
There you go. I have an Amazon Alexa in my living room, Google Home in my kitchen. My whole house is AI'd. And the reality is, listen, they're so cheap now. You know, Amazon, the Echo Dot, right? It's like $99 or something, and you can basically access endless music. You can answer questions, give you, you know, the temperature, anything you really want. It's kind of shocking that it actually took this long, but now it's literally just penetrating the market.
So it's becoming literally
mainstream.
You know, right, exactly.
Everybody has it now. It's a big deal.
All right, so Ford, they're making a big investment in the future of electric cars. I guess I didn't realize that they were so far behind everyone else.
Well, it's not that they're so far behind everyone else. It's the question is this thing going to go mainstream? And you know, I remember when people were complaining that GM is valued at so much less than Tesla. People said, how is it that Tesla's selling so many less cars, but it's valued at so much more? And Elon Musk actually answered on Twitter, because valuation of a company is based on projections and on dreams and on visions and not based on current revenues. And when a company as mainstream as Ford says, we're going into electric cars full blown in, we're going all in on this thing, it's, again, bringing something that we know will hit the mainstream and moving it a whole lot faster into the mainstream.
Literally, I mean, you don't get more mainstream.
Big deal. They're also going to be investing in autonomous cars, and all these future technologies are no longer future. They're here.
Right, they're here. They're here. Well, thanks, Hillel. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We'll go joining when the weather's better.